An Irish swimmer in an Olympics final, another win in the boxing ring, agony for our rugby sevens team, and lots more. Time to go to Tokyo. Morning or afternoon again to Des Cahill.
Yeah, Gavin, a mixture of great pride for us all here. I just saw a funny tweet there from a guy called Kieran Halpin, a tweet about Irish mammies and the Olympics, and we're all a bit like the Irish mammies, full of pride when our young Olympians are doing us proud. Kieran tweeted the following about Irish mammies, quoting, "Ma'am, isn't it amazing that two lads you coached are representing Ireland at the Olympics? Me, but they're competing in rugby and sailing, ma'am. Ma'am, so? Me, I trained them in under 8 GA back in 2004, and I think we all kind of latch on to that love of how well our youngsters are doing and how they're behaving and the manner in which they're portraying themselves. I think Mona McSharry illustrated that best of all. Lots of people got up in the middle of the night all over Ireland to watch Mona in her Olympic final. She finished in 8th place in a very competitive 100 backstroke decider. Her time 1 minute 6.94 seconds. Lydia Jacobi of the US took gold there. Now Mona has raced faster before, but as we know, her ambitions were all set for Paris, so this has been a great games for her. And when she spoke with Paul O'Flynn, it was nice to hear that Mona, rather than talking about herself, was very conscious of all those who helped her get here.
You know, everyone knows who's on the real close-knit support team, and I just want to say thank you to all of you, and I wouldn't be here without you. The countless hours that you put in to support me and understand that, you know, sometimes I can't go places or do drive me places. It's just amazing, and it just shows, you know, how much support is behind the athlete. It's not just the athlete by themselves.
You've put swimming on the map. There's loads of young children all around the country, young girls especially, watching you today. Is that something you take special pride in, that you're an ambassador for your sport?
Yeah, no, I definitely do, and I think it still feels weird sometimes when you have little kids come up, and because I still feel quite young myself, but it's such an honour to be able to inspire them and show them that, you know, yes, there will be hard times, but you got to push through them, and this is what's on the other side, or your version of this. You know, not everyone's going to make it to this level, but whatever level, sport makes everyone just so happy, and I think that, like, it's so important to have it in your life. It's been a great part of my life, and, you know, I think it helps me in every aspect.
It's your first Olympics. Has this given you a taste for more? It's only 3 years to Paris.
Yeah, I know. I'm really excited, and the fact that it is only 3 years, I think it's going to be a very short 3 years, and I'm really pumped to, you know, like, making a final was kind of my target for 2024, so I guess we're going to have to sit down and make some new targets, but it's just amazing to be here, and, you know, it really is something else.
8th in the Olympics. How does that sound?
Sounds amazing.
Congratulations, Mona. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, well done, Mona. And her parents were very proud. Viola and Aidan spoke with Jackie Hurley after the race.
It's really been exciting, like all the texts we got and all the support from all the local people. It's been really special, like, and we've been on the phone quite a lot today, just talking to people and replying to texts and stuff, and thanking them for their support. And it's been really nice, you know. Yeah.
You know, no athlete's path is easy, and she's had it tough at times.
That's true. Like, you know, I mean, what people see here now is the good side of things, like, you know, and it's many a races Mona got out of the pool and she wasn't as happy and buzzing as she was there now over the last couple of days. For Mona, it was very hard with glandular fever. She was kind of really very fit. And then she had to take a lot of time off, and a lot of people don't come back from glandular fever and have a tough time to get back to the level that she was at before. So that was one thing, and then COVID hit, and it was a very bumpy road, and she was delighted when she qualified for Tokyo, and then to get into the final it's surreal, really.
Yeah, well done, the McSharrys. We'll have lots more from the people who helped Mona coming up later here on Morning Ireland. But what about the other Irish? Well, our boxer Aidan Walsh is just one victory away from a medal after a unanimous points victory over Albert Aissi of Cameroon. A very assured performance from the Irish welterweight. His frustrated opponent was twice deducted a point by the referee, but Walsh adopted a safety first approach in the last round and was always in control. Claire McNamara spoke with Aidan after the fight.
Oh, massively. Like, it's since no age. Like, it's like everyone here, their parents are a massive role, as are their girlfriends and their partners and everyone else. It sacrifices so much for us all. It's amazing. But even the coaches, they have family too, and they're sacrificing it. So we're on the same boat.
And I know you've been inspired by other Belfast fighters and Olympic medalists, Paddy Barnes, Michael Conlon, Hugh Russell, all the way back in 1980 in Moscow.
Yeah, I was actually talking to Hugh Russell before I came out here, and he just told me, just says every fight is take your last fight on earth, just give it your everything. He obviously back then when they were fighting, they didn't have no videos of who they were fighting. We were lucky enough that the coaches were able to analyse and study our opponents. Back then there was none of that, so he was just giving me all the advice he could, and it's helped massively.
That's great. In sailing, meanwhile, Annalise Murphy has had a very good day. She's moved up 12 places to 20th overall in the laser. She's improved to 22nd after finishing 9th in race 5. In race 6 she was 10th and moved up another 2 places. Joe Stack caught up with Annalise, who's now much more optimistic about her chances.
It's definitely not been my week so far. Today was really difficult, but I was pretty happy to make sort of good comebacks in both races and actually sail well, which is what I've been struggling to do the first 2 days. But it's a day that I probably normally wouldn't be happy with, but I am really happy with it, all things considered, and I'm just looking forward to just trying to keep on fighting to the end of the regatta.
Good for her. Sean Waddilove and Robert Dixon awaiting their first race in the men's 49er. It was delayed. We'll have more on that later. In rugby, the Irish Sevens team suffered heartbreak in their final pool game against Kenya. They conceded a try with less than a minute left on the clock, and that cost them a place in the quarterfinals. Ireland won 12-7. Terry Kennedy set up Hugo Lennox for the opening try. Harry McNulty got a second. Billy Dardis added the conversion. 12-0 up. Irish appeared to be in control, but Kenya got a try in the last minute and the conversion kicked over, and it meant Ireland went out of the competition. Damien O'Mara spoke with Irish captain Billy Dardis, who despite the disappointment feels we can look forward to a brighter future.
Yeah, we might be pretty disappointed and a little bit embarrassed ourselves, but I know there's a lot of people watching back home, and like rugby sevens in Ireland's really in its infancy. Like we're really only getting going, and hopefully there's a lot more to come. We're still building, we're still learning. So, like we're still a bunch of young lads that have come on and done something really special in the last few years. It's something to be really proud of, and yeah, this will be disappointing. It'll be a bitter pill to swallow now over the next few weeks, but if you're a young kid in Ireland and you're watching this, like make this a goal, like make it into the Olympics, make playing for Ireland, make that a dream. I think we've demonstrated that if no matter what, if you just put your heart and soul into something, dig deep, and trust yourself, like you can do something really special, and that's what this group of lads have done. Like we're just an average bunch of blokes that have and 4 weeks ago we did something incredible, and we're on this cloud 9, and yeah, it's pretty disappointing here, but at the same time there's more going to happen, and like I'm an extremely competitive person myself, but at the same time you just have to get on with things. Like we're an extremely resilient bunch of blokes, as of the whole country over the last few years, but we just have to pick ourselves up and go again. And yeah, that's kind of everything. We just need to regroup, and hopefully we can finish this weekend off on a high. We did it in the World Cup a few years ago. Come back and you can finish off pretty well, and then be really proud of yourselves.
That's Billy Dardis. They now play for 9th place tonight. Good finish from Caroline Hayes in the women's triathlon. She finished a very commendable 23rd place. The race was won by Flora Duffy from Bermuda. First ever Olympic gold in the triathlon for them. And Caroline Hayes struggled in the water, but then came back very well in the second discipline, the 40k cycle. Pushed up through the field, continued to pick off competitors to move into the top 25. So good from her. But the big story here this morning, I have to say, is the disappointment the Japanese are feeling that their star tennis player Naomi Osaka, who lit the opening ceremony flame, she was beaten surprisingly in the third round today in the women's singles by the Czech Marketa Vondrousova. Big surprise, she lost 6-1, 6-4. There's lots more, and we'll keep you in touch with all of the action from the Olympic Games here throughout the day on RTE Radio 1.